Okay, let's get started. Again, my name is Jason Smith, and this is the Calm Reset, a live group hypnosis session. And what we're going to do in this session is we're going to install an instant calm anchor that you'll be able to activate and fire whenever you need to. The first thing that comes to mind is how many of you out there have ever experienced hypnosis? And for some of you, you'll say, I haven't done that. And if that's you, you probably have some questions, such as, what does hypnosis feel like? And I can tell you this: hypnosis doesn't really feel like anything because the, the sensation of hypnosis is different for everyone. And what that means is that you're going to experience trance in your own unique way. And the way you experience it will be very different from the way I or someone else experiences it. In fact, you've been through hypnosis before, you just haven't realized it. If you've ever driven a car and just got lost driving and you show up at home and you're like, how did I get here? Or if you got lost in a good book or in a movie or listening to music or daydreaming, all of these activities can induce a state of trance, which is an altered state of awareness. And when that happens, it's almost like a flow state. Certain things can happen for you really quickly. Some things tend to slow down. There's time dilation involved. And so if you've ever been doing an activity and you're like, man, time flies, you were in a trance. Or if you've ever been doing something else and it just seems like the activity is dragging on forever, but it actually feels like no time has passed, but the clock has gone really fast, you were in a trance. In fact, there's two times throughout the day where humans naturally go through a trance. And that's the first thing when you wake up in the morning and the last thing before you go to bed at night. Whatever you put into your mind when you first wake up in the morning, if you're spiritual like I am, the best thing you could do is meditate, pray, read your word, read some scripture, listen to positive, uplifting music. That would help prime your day to be a success. But if you're like most people, you'll pick up your cell phone, you'll start scrolling social media, you'll begin to look at the news, and you'll look at your email to check your inbox. And this can cause you to have a very erratic, stressful morning, which then will produce an erratic, stressful day. And that's because you're priming yourself early in the morning. You're giving yourself suggestions early in the day that'll set up your entire day. The same thing happens at night, right before you go to bed. Whatever you listen to or watch or read before bedtime, that is going to influence the types of dreams you have, which will also influence the quality of your sleep. And so if you want to have good night's rest, then you need to start doing things that are going to set you up to have that kind of rest. And so, all this to say, hypnosis is a natural occurring state that every human is capable of going through, some more than others, but everybody has the opportunity and the capacity to experience hypnosis. Now, a few rules about this session and any other sessions that you might experience with me online. Number one, you are in the safety of your own home. So I expect that your surroundings are safe and everything is going to be fine. Two, if you are watching this and your internet should go out at any time and you are already in a state of trance, you will come out of trance and you will function and your life will be completely normal as if nothing happened at all. What does calm look like for you? That's the key question. And it's going to be different for everybody because when I say the word calm, I might picture a beach with palm trees and laying in the sand, whereas somebody else might think of swinging on a porch swing and listening to the sounds of nature. Calm is going to be different for every individual person. So when you hear the word calm, what do you think of? What one word or what picture comes to mind with the word calm? Go ahead and pop that in the comments and let me know your thoughts on that. Now that you've done that, I'd like to ask you one more question. What is for you the opposite of calm? Take a moment, think about it, and just let that answer come to you naturally. What is the opposite of calm? For some people, that might be anxiousness. For other people, it might be worry or doubt or fear. What word, what picture comes to mind when you think of the opposite of calm? Pop that in the comments and let me know your thoughts. And with regard to the opposite of calm for you, where do you feel that sensation in your body when you experience the opposite of calm? I don't know if you feel it in your shoulders or in your neck or in your chest, at your heart space, maybe in your stomach, your upper back, your lower back. Where for you do you feel the opposite of calm when it comes upon you? Think about that. And just let the first answer that comes to mind, let that be your answer and put it in the chat. Good. Now, I wonder if you could get that opposite of calm feeling. How high could you get it right now? On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being not so bad and 10 being the worst you've ever experienced it, how high could you get that feeling now? For some people, this is going to come in around a 4 or a 5, and some people might experience it at a 6 or a 7. But whichever is right for you, I wonder, could you push it even higher? I know it feels counterintuitive, and I know that there might be a little bit of trepidation, but you're safe in this space. So let's pretend that we can push it just a little higher. Can you get it to an 8 or a 9 or even a 10? Whichever is right for you, whatever you're experiencing and feeling right now. For some of you, you might begin to feel heart palpitations. Your hands or feet may be sweating. At this point, you may even feel clenching of your jaw when you think about that opposite of calm feeling. Maybe you scrunch your shoulders. Maybe you close your eyes real tight. Maybe you cover your chest with your arms and your hands and you clench your fists. What is that experience for you at that high level? Can you feel it? Can you sense it in your body? Good. Now, open your eyes and watch me carefully. I'm going to teach you a technique called faster EFT tapping. And with this tool, you don't have to believe in it. It comes out of traditional Chinese medicine, and you're going to tap on the various acupressure points according to acupuncture, and it's going to help you to release the negative discharge of energy that your brain experiences when this negative feeling or emotion comes up in your system. So we're going to start by tapping the center of the top of our head, which is the bladder meridian. This is going to remove the toxins from this particular emotion. After that, we will tap the center of the forehead. Then we'll tap along the temple at the edge of the eye. Then we will tap just along the orbital bone beneath the eye. Then we will tap the clavicle meets the sternum. And then we'll grab our wrist with one of our hands and we'll take a deep breath in and say peace. And so what that looks like, I will model it. You follow along with me and you repeat the actions and you say what I say, okay? While you're feeling that opposite of calm feeling, I'd like you to begin tapping on the top of your forehead and say, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Temple, Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Under the eye. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Chest. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Wrist. Peace. All right, let's check again. A moment ago, you pushed the opposite of calm feeling all the way to the max, as high as you could get it. We just did one round of tapping. I want you to check again. Where is that level now? Most people will report that they've seen a drop of 2 to 3 points. So if you were at a 10, it may have come all the way down to a 7. Other people may experience it like this, where if you're at a 10, it drops all the way down to 4 or even down to 2 after one round of tapping. Whatever you're experiencing now, give it a name, give it a number. And if you feel that you need to do it again, repeat that same process until that energy, that emotion is completely cleared. Sometimes that takes 2, sometimes 3 rounds of tapping. And if you ever find that the tapping is not working for you, it may be because of where you are at. So if you're in a room in your house that has a lot of electrical signals around it, you may move to another room that does not. If it still doesn't work in that other room, you could go ahead and make sure that you're well hydrated, because you need enough electrolytes in your body and water in your body to stay hydrated in order for this to work. So ensure that your hydration is on point and that you're not being interfered with by any other electronic signals, and the tapping will work. Okay. And it works every single time. And it doesn't have to be just for anxiety. It doesn't have to be for just the opposite of calm. It can be used for anything. I use it whenever I experience allergy symptoms, and it will get rid of the allergies for me with 1 to 2 rounds of tapping, maybe 3 times, depending on what my specific needs are at that moment. But you can use this to clear out any negative charge that you are experiencing in your body. Now that we've done that, the next activity I'd like to ask you to do is what I call gratitude stacking. So my question to you is this: what would you like to be thankful for? First word that comes to mind, put it in the chat, or don't put it in the chat. Just think of that thing, get a good, clear picture in your mind and how it makes you feel and where you sense it in your body. And notice how powerful that feeling of gratitude is in your body. Begin to notice the physiological changes that take place when you are experiencing thankfulness. Now, I wonder, can you push that feeling even higher? Push it as high as you can get it. That's right. Now, open your eyes, shake it off. The next time we go back into it, because your body has already experienced what it feels like to be grateful, you will double your gratefulness. You will double that feeling the next time I ask you for something that you're grateful for. Now, what I'd like you to do at this moment is answer this question. What's 5 plus 7? Pop it in the chat. I know you might be confused. You'd be like, what in the world are you talking about? What does this have to do with being calm? Trust me, there is a method and a process to all of this. And so go ahead, pop that answer in the chat. And when you've done that, I want you to think of something else you are grateful for. Go ahead and think of it. It could be oddly inappropriate. Yeah, oddly inappropriate. Go ahead, whatever you think it may be, whatever that may be, get that in your mind right now and close your eyes, feel that feeling, let it embody you. And as you let that feeling embody you, begin to notice that it has already doubled in the intensity from the first thing that you were grateful for. Notice how it overtakes your body from the inside out, radiating with warmth into an aura that surrounds you. That's right. Now, open your eyes. Feels great, doesn't it? Now, here's a kind of corny joke that I heard on Facebook this morning, and it goes like this. When you die, people are always begging and crying for you to come back. And when you do, that's when the screaming and running starts. It's okay if you don't get it. My wife didn't get it either at first, but then she realized it's because you're a ghost, and that's why the screaming and the running happens. So, all right, shake that off. And now I want you to go deep inside, with that gratitude, feel it, embody it, double the intensity once again. You might notice warming sensations in your elbows and your arms. You can notice the way your feet feel inside your socks, or the way that your body touches your skin. Notice the sensations and the of your the tip of your tongue touching the back of your teeth. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. Notice how good you feel, how fantastic it is when you are full of gratitude and grace. And now, with your eyes still closed, take your thumb and your ring finger on your non-dominant hand and press the tips of those two fingers together. Press them together and feel the pulsations in between those two fingers. Notice how good it feels. Begin to feel the gratitude in those fingers. Open your eyes, look right at the joint of the two fingertips and say, awesome. Good. Now we've just activated an awesome anchor because it's awesome, and you feel awesome whenever you are in a state of gratitude. So what I would like you to think about now is anytime you have something going on where you feel fantastic, maybe you've run a race and set a new PR, or maybe you've just given a presentation and everybody's applauding you and you're doing fantastic. You got a promotion. Something great has happened to you. Every time you notice it, and press those fingers together and reset your awesome anchor, just stacking these positive experiences on top of what we've just experienced. And whenever you need to feel that way again, you can activate that anchor, because what neurons that fire together wire together. And when you do this, you are activating that state of awesomeness. So this is your key. This is how you're going to unlock awesomeness going forward. And we're going to take that awesomeness and we're going to allow it to move us into a state of calm and clarity. So, eyes closed now. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. In and out. One more time. Out. Allow yourself to sink down deeper into that chair and into that space. Begin to notice the sounds around you, the temperature of the room. Notice the rise and fall of your chest and how effortless your breathing is. And begin to notice how your blood pressure is already decreasing. Your heart rate is steadying at the perfect rate for you. That's right. Cool, calm, and relaxed. And go deeper now. And in this state of deep relaxation, you can begin to recognize that in the calm comes clarity and focus. Everything quiets and everything clicks into place. And your unconscious mind knows how to get into this state. And we're going to help it now. And just like before with the awesome anchor, we're going to set an instant calm anchor by taking your thumb and your index finger and pressing the tips together gently. Allow that calm to pulse between those fingertips. Begin to notice the positive energy flowing through your body. And say the word calm. Calm. That's right. And there may be a tingling in your fingertips. And that means it's working. And in a moment, you'll come all the way back to now, feeling refreshed, energized, fantastic, ready for anything. But moreover, you will have this deeper sense of calm that you will carry with you wherever you go. And whenever you need to, you can fire that anchor. And when you do, you'll activate this very state. And nothing can break your state of equanimity. And when I count from 1 to 5, you'll come all the way back to now. 1 can come all the way back to the surface. 3 times better than before. Wide awake and alive on 5. Wide awake now. Hi. Now, I can tell that you've experienced a shift. Pop in the comments the positive changes you've noticed already. And let me know, how will you plan to fire this calm anchor today? Now, at this time, it's time to close out. I can't believe it's already been almost a half an hour, but I do want to let you know that if you've attended this particular session or my other session this morning, that I have a special gift for you. It is my Go with the Flow audio, and that is specifically designed to help with anxiety. So you've got your calm anchor, you've got your awesome anchor, you know how to do the tapping, and you can engage yourself with deep breathing if you need to calm yourself. But if you still are having some trouble, you can listen to the Go with the Flow audio, and that will help you with your anxiety. Now, I also want to let you know that I am planning to host a retreat, a wellness retreat this fall in October at an Airbnb near Nolan Lake in Hardin County, about 90 minutes from Hardin County, Kentucky, where I live. And if you'd like to have more information about that workshop or that experience, you can email me and I will send you all the details for how you can participate in that experience. And just think, if in this few short minutes you were able to experience a significant change in your body and in your mind, imagine what a weekend with me would do to help you go further, faster, with more clarity and more purpose. Until next time, stay calm.